Welcome to Williamsburg. We're here on Dog Street, Duke of Gloucester Street, as is affectionately known by the locals at William and Mary. And I started coming here in the fourth grade, close to 70 years ago, with my fourth grade class. And it made a lasting impression on me back then, and of course it's never stopped. I've been here many, many times over the years, and this is just one more time. Of course, it's a new deal for Holly, so she's been here before, but not quite as thorough as we have this week.
Colonial Williamsburg is the world's largest living history museum, where you can see, hear, and touch this influential city as it once was back in the early and mid 1700s, during the very birth of European settlements in the New World.
"300 acres of colonial experiences. It can take much more than a day to explore these facilities, possibly even a lifetime. The restoration and preservation of Williamsburg began almost 100 years ago in 1926, thanks to a gentleman by the name of Rockefeller, who donated millions to get the whole campaign started. It's been an ongoing experience ever since. Research, conservation, and historic preservation lie at the heart of Colonial Williamsburg's mission to present the stories of America's origins. In Virginia's colonial capital, colonists competed for status, power, and resources. Williamsburg was a community of aspiration and contradiction. Through the controversies of the colonial era, it became a crucible of revolution. Here, one will learn more about the events and everyday stories of pre-revolutionary Williamsburg and pre-revolutionary America. From recognizable names like Jefferson and Washington to people whose names you did not ever grace the history books with. Meet the nation's builders right here, who helped shape their time and whose legacies continue to influence and inspire American ideals. There is no way in a short video that we can begin to even scratch the surface of what there is to see and discover in this amazing town. It truly is living history. And every time one travels back in time to Williamsburg, new discoveries are made. If you've been here before, return to rekindle your memories of the simulated beginning of our 250-year-old country. For those who've never had the good fortune to visit, make this a high priority on your future travel bucket list. You won't be disappointed. There is so much to see, do, and mostly learn. Not often will you get to turn back the pages of time to a living experiment that gave birth to one of the most important countries in the history of the world.